What's going on, guys? What's going on? Welcome back to Salvage Secrets. Nice to see you guys. I know we've been a little quiet lately. We're too busy, as you can see, doing what we do best. Swinging engines, flipping cars, making money. Right, senor?
Yeah.
All right, so today I wanted to show you guys what we're doing lately. A couple cars we're working on, so you guys get an idea what's going on at Eurotech, all right? So let me show you this beautiful 2017 BMW X6 that we just got. And as you can see, it's in pretty sad shape right now. This is actually the first BMW X6 we ever had at Eurotech. Funny fact, all right? And what's even funnier about this car is that it actually has a clean title, guys. Believe it or not, this thing has a clean title and clean Carfax, clean auto check, no accidents reported. But obviously it's a lie. As you can see, this car is pretty banged up, all right? So we actually bought it from Chase Bank. It was a repossession. So somebody was driving this car, they bought it, probably wrecked it, had no insurance on it or something, couldn't afford to fix it. So they just abandoned it, and the bank took the car back, put it back in the auction and sold it, and we ended up getting it, all right? So as you can see, it has some pretty substantial damage in the front. Obviously, the front bumper is gone completely. The hood has some damage. Let me try to open it, see what's going on underneath. So yeah, the engine looks fine, at least from the outside. The headlights, this one is broken, as you can see here. This one is completely missing. The suspension is messed up on this side. Fender is broken. And the worst part is that there is no key, so we don't even know if this thing runs or drives. So as you can tell, guys, this is a pretty big risk we took with this car, right? And it actually has around 60,000 miles based on the reports that we ran, right? But as I was saying, it was a pretty big risk because we don't know if this car runs or drives or starts, but I'm pretty sure it does, and we actually got this car for probably $18,000 so far. And it actually, the wholesale price is $35,000 to $37,000. So we have about $20,000 margin to play with to fix this car. And what we're gonna do most likely is we're gonna fix it, get it running, make it nice, and put it back in the auction, and at a wholesale auction. And somebody's gonna buy it, some other used car dealership. They're gonna put it on their lot, probably as a certified pre-owned BMW. And one of you guys will buy it thinking it's a clean title car with no accidents. You'll pay around $45,000, $50,000 for it. So, that's what we do here at Eurotech, guys. That's why we deal with salvage cars. And clean title, we let somebody else deal with them, all right? So let me walk you around, guys. Let me show you this beautiful beast. There were a few surprises when we got the car because we bought it sight unseen, which is not a good idea, because I always tell you guys, check your cars before you buy them. But at this point, in our career, we can afford to do something like that. But if you guys are starting out, always check, always make sure there are no surprises. So as I said, this was a surprise. The mirror is messed up, and the parts are very expensive for this car. So not only that, but I noticed on the other side, actually one or two rims were messed up as well, which we could not see in the pictures. Like here, you see, a chunk of wheel is missing, so we'll definitely have to get a new rim. And this one as well. So I'm sure these rims are not cheap either. So when I originally bought this car, I estimated that it's gonna cost me probably around $8,000 to fix it based on the price of parts and everything and the auction fees. But now I see we're gonna end up spending probably $2,000 to $2,500 more at least. But again, like I said, this car cost us $18,000. Even if I have to spend another $10,000, it's gonna cost me $28,000, and then I'll sell it for $35,000 to $37,000. That's a pretty good margin, if you ask me. And the good thing about this car is that it's a 4.4 engine, so it's a V8, and it has an M Sport package, and it has a nice interior. So this car is hot. I'm sure I won't have any problem selling it. The main thing is if it's gonna start, which is a big question, but like I said, we looked at it so far, it looks fine. I don't see any damage underneath. The engine looks fine. We're gonna try to turn it later on, and I have to order the key. The key I have to get from the dealer because these European cars are really tricky with keys. And then we're gonna get it running. So I guess that's what I'm gonna show you guys in the next video. After we get the key, try to get this car running, and I'll let you know if it runs or not, and I'll update you guys on this repair project. All right. So again, this is for you, for those of you guys who think clean title is very important. As you can see, this is a clean title vehicle with no accidents. So you decide. And as a contrast, let me show you this before I go. This 2019 Toyota Tundra that we have for sale right now. This is a 2019 Tundra with 50,000 miles, and it has a salvage title. Well, actually, it's a rebuild title because we already repaired it. And all it had was some minor damage in the back. So we didn't even replace any parts except this cover here. It did have, the left rear rail was a little bent, so we had to straighten it out, put it on the frame machine. But other than that, there was nothing wrong with this truck. No airbags deployed, everything was fine. And right now, this truck cost me about $20,000 less than retail price. So after we sell it, we're gonna make a nice chunk of change, probably about $8,000. And the person who bought it will save about $8,000 to $10,000 as well. So, you know, even though this truck has a rebuild title, but it's as nice as any other truck with clean title. So again, guys, my point is, it doesn't matter if it's a clean or rebuild title, you have to look at the actual car. And if you can get a car with a rebuild title and save a lot of money, you should always do that, because it's a lot of things you can do with $10,000 to $12,000 to $15,000 that you save. All right, so this is it for this video, part 1. And then part 2, we're gonna try to get this BMW running. And Senor Henry is very loud with his tool over there. I don't know if you guys can hear me. All right, but in part 2, we're gonna show you guys if this BMW starts, and I'm gonna start getting some parts and update you on the repair process. All right, so it's nice to see you guys. Thanks for being part of this community, and I'll see you in the next video.